Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to do a couple of things. One, I'm going to show you this amazing new sharpener that I got. It makes this one kind of look and it's a good sharpener, but compared to this new one I got. Oh my gosh, it's anyway. So we're also going to show a neat little trick that I did. I originally colored these large gem diamonds with these pencils, which are Black Widows. One's from different sets. One's from the original set. Another's from the Scorpion set, which I think is the second set. And then the other two are from the Monarch set, which is the second to last set. But I, quite by accident, did this bottom section with an entirely different set of pencils and even a different type of colored pencils. These were with polys, which is what the Black Widows are. These are with my faber castells, and while it's not exact, as you can see, it's pretty darn close. I mean, I'll scooch you in a little bit so you can see. It's pretty darn close. This part was done with, this one was done with the Black Widows, and then this was done with the Faber-Castell. The only thing that I could do with this, and I added this in, is I'm going to add this particular pencil in, because I think it's missing that green depth that this one has right in through here. So I'm going to kind of add that in as an afterthought, because I think it will make it a little bit more like that, but it's pretty close. So first things first, I have to show you, I'm going to back up here because I have to show you this amazing pencil. And if you hear stuff in the background, my 1-year-old cat is playing with some paper stuffing from an Amazon box that we got. I swear, you buy them all these expensive toys and they play with, you know, paper stuffing. I don't know, it's like a little kid, you know, you get them the nice toys and they play with the pots and pans. Anyway, so let's move this aside for just a second because I got to show you this sharpener. Look at this thing. Let me back up just a little more. Okay, this sharpener is amazing. Okay, as much as I like this sharpener, even the long point setting, the point was still not really long enough sometimes. So I kind of went on the hunt and I took a chance on this one. And it was also by Afmet. So I know people go on and on about the Dolly 133, whatever. For me, this sharpener is the absolute bomb. It has a setting where you can go from blunt and then you turn it like this and it goes to the long point. I love the fact that it's straight up and down, which I really like. For me, that's ergonomic. It has a pretty large shaving tray. I like the color. It comes in different colors. I think it's like one of about 5 colors, I think. I like it, and it matches my little mat here, so yeah, that was not unintentional. But this sharpener is amazing, guys. Let me pull this camera up a little bit. Hold on. And let's figure this out. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to show you. This thing is not as loud as the other one, but you do have to be careful how you stick it in, and they noted that in the description, which was really helpful. You have to basically, when you first push it in right here, I'm gonna have to tilt this so you guys can see. You have to put it in, you'll feel some resistance, right? Just gently, and I mean gently, do that and it will go in. Now when you do this, it does say so in the description too, to push ever so gently. If you jam it in real hard, it will make like a humming noise, he said, and you basically could break it. So you just gently, oh, a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to adjust my camera a little bit. Okay, you just gently push past the thing, like I said, and just kind of gently, that's all you need. And look at that point. And it was that quick, that quiet, and I barely pushed. And I mean barely. I paid about $27, $28. And like I said, it comes in different colors. But I mean, check this out. Just gently kind of push until it slides in. Like I said, you'll feel some resistance. Just gently push it in. Maybe count to 5. Barely push. Maybe just a little more. And I mean, look at that amazing point. Just like, that is incredible. So I'm basically sharpening the pencils I'm gonna use. Show you. Okay, so about $27, $28. This is probably one of the best sharpeners I have ever come across. It is better than the Dolly, in my opinion. I have not sharpened it with a Prisma, but I'm going to, because I just sort of remembered to do that. And we all know, especially Prisma whites, how soft they are. So let's see how that goes. Wow, look at that. Didn't break or anything. There you go, guys. I'm telling you, this didn't break. Nope. This is an amazing sharpener. It is absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend it. Just go to Amazon, or I'm sure you could go to AFMAT's site directly. But I got mine off of Amazon. And so, as you can tell, oh, I like AFMAT. So, this is the box that it came in. It came in very well packaged, you know, with styrofoam and a, you know, little lid and stuff. But that is how it came. Nice and decently packaged. So I had to show that to you guys first, because I was like, this sharpener, OMG. Okay, so let's get to coloring. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, as I was saying, I use these pencils for that. And with the exception of this pencil, which I'm going to add just because I think it's going to look better. It kind of occurred to me as I was putting this together. I was like, you know, that probably would add that green depth that's lacking. So I'm going to do that first with this pencil, with this one that I already did, because I think this is deep cobalt green. I think this is going to add that missing depth. So let's try it. And by the way, with polys, you don't have to push. You should push very lightly, because if you push too hard with a poly, you can get like a streak mark, and it can, and kind of when you go to layer, you know, pencils over it, especially more other polys, it's gonna look weird. It's not gonna look nice and smooth and stuff. So a light hand is definitely warranted here. Make sure you guys can still see. There we go. Yep, that's, I totally called it. I mean, it's not exact, but it's pretty darn close. I was like, whoa. and I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought it was neat. I did it quite by accident. I thought, well, these will be similar, but I didn't really realize it would be that close. And you see how I pushed a little too hard there and it kind of did a streak thing? That's why it's really important to use a light hand. And sometimes if you catch it early enough, you can color over it. But if not, then it can really mess up your artwork. Now that swirly part that's around it, that I'm gonna do differently with something else. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with that part of it, but I was like, this is cool. So now I hate to do this to you guys, but I gotta turn the page. I'm sorry, but it's just kind of weird. All right, so let's zoom in. There we go. All right. So let's back up here and I'll show you guys the rest of the pencils. I may or may not use that white Prisma. I haven't decided. But the pencils that I have used, I gotta grab the new one, is cobalt turquoise, light phthalo green, helio turquoise, the white faber castell Prisma. I cannot speak today. And then the deep cobalt green. I mean, it doesn't look like it would match, but yet it kind of does. It's amazing, right? So I started, and it may not end up exactly in that particular shading, but here, let me use my new sharpener. Yay. I love this sharpener. I'm absolutely in love. And I think I'm going to change where I placed my highlight. I placed it on the outside of this one right here. And I think, sorry, I think I'm going to place it in the center this time, just to see how it looks. I think it'll give a different effect. We'll see. It doesn't have to be like exactly the same, I don't think. I'm not going to stress myself out like that. I'm not really sure how to do this little bit here that's going across it. I think maybe like a gel pen or something like that, like a sparkly gel pen might work. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with that sharpener. Oh man, if you guys could see the smile on my face. I just got it done yesterday and I'm just like over the moon. It's so good. And even though I have my fingers near the tip, I'm not pushing real hard. As evidenced by the fact that you don't see any heavy like streak marks, pencil marks. That's one of the biggest keys to using polys is to lots of light layers. You don't want to go heavy-handed or it's just not really going to come out too nice. Sometimes with the wax pencils you can get away with it, but it's really hard on your hands. Trust me, I know. I have RA and I know. Okay, so let's see. What was my next pencil? Trying to remember what I did. I think it was this one. I don't know that it 100% matters, but so I do have to add one little thing. I I don't know if my voice sounds strange or not. I've been having a lot of microphone issues trying to get one that either works with my system and that my system will recognize, or one that I'm comfortable with. So I've been just using my phone lately and just editing it to where it sounds a little better in my editing program, which is not YouTube Studio. I guarantee you, their editor is That's all I gotta say. And obviously when you use stuff, it can take, I had one thing try to check and process it. It took it just a hair under 24 hours. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. So I have my own editing program that I, for the most part, use, called Mavari, and it's a lot better. And I can go in through that and basically edit my voice out a little bit. See, I'm going to go in with the light phthalo green again and kind of go over this. You know, I'm thinking silver might actually look really, a silver gel pen over this part right here might actually look really better. Or really good, I should say. I swear I cannot speak some days. Okay. And this is the Helio turquoise. It's a little less green than this, but it's still got the flavor of that particular gemstone. This kind of has the flavor of that, which is really kind of actually preferable to it being exactly the same. You kind of want it to be, you know, similar, but not totally identical. At least I don't think so. That way it's like not more of the same, but more of something similar. It kind of catches the eye, I think, a little better, maybe. Yeah, so I'm fussing with something over here on the other side. I'm glad I didn't burnish it out. Okay, so let's go in with the white again a little bit. Okay, and I think I'm going to go... I'm going to go back in with the Helio turquoise. Helio turquoise is such an interesting color. I really like it. It's very interesting to me. I feel like I can darken this a little too. I'm sort of tweaking the other one too as I do this one. Sorry. Okay. I'm just looking at it going, you know what? I should do what I'm doing here to that one too, because I like it. I'm sure not the only one to do that. Alright, let's go back in with this deep cobalt green. Right now I'm just kind of... I think I like the fact that I put the highlight in the center, because it's instead of on the outer edge like I did the other one, I think it's allowing for a little more depth. So that's probably how I'll do the other two, because there are two more. I'll show you in a minute. There's If you're not familiar with Ivy and the Inky butterfly, which I sort of am and sort of not, it's a new book for me. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with the light phthalo green. And while I have my fingers to the end, I'm not pushing very hard at all. It's just, it takes self-control and just a lot of awareness. Oh, yes. I like this even better than the first one. And it looks more like that one. Yep. So, put this back. I wish I had done this one like I did that one. Because, can you guys tell the slight difference? I think this one looks more like that than this one does. I mean, it does. It looks a lot like it, but I think this one's even better. And it's a little, I think a little better blended because of where I put my white highlight. And you won't see a lot of dust with these pencils, which is really nice because they are oil-based. They are oil pencils, not oil-based. Like Starjoy Gold is oil-based. You know, brute thinners are oil-based. Round. So there we go. There it is. And there it is, people. So, see what I mean? How it's very similar. And I used the wax for the top, and I didn't use the white Prisma, and then I used the oil polys for the bottom, and you really can't tell the difference. I think that's amazing. It is amazing what you can do. And I think I'm gonna find me a gold, no, not a gold, a silver marker. Should I go with sparkle or regular? Let's see, let's find my silver. If you have limited space on your desk like I do, these sorts of things are absolutely amazing. So, let's try this. I think I'm going to use something different for the tips. Okay, the pen I just used is a Uniball that I got at open stock at Michael's. Really nice gel pens. Let's see. Let's do the tip while I'm here. Let's do the tip. I think the tip is going to be gold. Now this is a Pentel Sparkle Pop. So I think that's going to look really good. It'll be a nice contrast. Let's see, turn over here. Okay. Let's see. This paper in this spiral bound Ivy and the Inky Butterfly is absolutely phenomenal, by the way. The only issue I'm having with the spiral bound is that the bottom and the top of it are starting to fracture and deteriorate. I'm just like, Figured I'd finish this out while I was up here. So, yep, a couple Sparkle Pops, Pentel Sparkle Pops, and a Uniball Silver to round out the look, and there you have it, guys. I think that's pretty cool. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. If you have any questions, just pop it in the comments for me, and I will do my absolute best to answer as soon as I see the message. So have a great rest of your week, guys, and take care. Bye. See you Friday.